Hey guys, it's Coffee. Welcome back to the Blind Griffin. So, yeah, we ended up blinding people on Christmas Eve yet again, and now we're opening the bar back up, so I guess we'll see, how much this scene changes, if at all, and maybe we'll get to know Emilio a bit better? Maybe? I hope. A couple hours later, I'm finally done cleaning, but the Blind Griffin's about to open. I didn't get to take my usual nap. Hope I can stay awake while I'm not on the job tonight. I stumble into the bar, but it's not as busy looking as it usually is around this time. Good evening. How did the cleaning go? Alright. Took me a lot longer than I thought it would. Well, rest easy. The Griffin's closed for Christmas. We're having a company party, you might say. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Yeah. Everyone should be coming around shortly. I know Christmas is a holiday, but... oh no. Everyone starts coming in holding a bunch of wrapped gifts. That's right. Christmas is when you give people presents. Marie, I didn't... Well, here you go, Coffee. I hope you like it. Vivi comes up to me and hands over a package before I can finish talking. Thanks. She smiles and walks off. Marie puts her hand on my shoulder. Don't worry about it, Coffee. Emilio walks over before long. You finished cleaning? Yep, just before I got here. Good. Here's a little something as a reward. Oh wait, have we ever seen him like that? Like that smiling sprite? It's cute. Thanks, but I didn't get anything for you all. I didn't know we were even having a party. It's alright. It was my fault for not telling you. Besides, you haven't been here long. I'm sure you don't have much saved up yet. It's enough for us that you're here and smiling. If you want to pay me back, then pass your exam, Bearcat. Don't make your mentor look bad. Thanks, Emilio. I eventually get presents from everyone. We spend the whole night talking and eating up a storm. Alright, December 31st. Oh no, that took so much longer than I thought it would. Marie told me there'd be a special New Year party at the Blind Griffin tonight. I went to the hairdresser's and... well... I suppose I dig my new hairdo, but boy if it ain't gonna take a lot of getting used to. I make my way back, unlock the front door, and then go down to the research room. Vivi and Marie are both fixing themselves up for the party. They both look so fancy. Welcome back, Coffee. How'd it go? I slowly take off my hat. That's right. Our flapper haircut. Oh my! Is it that bad? No, not at all, sweetheart. It's the bee's knees. You look like a genuine flapper. I didn't know what to ask for, so I left it to the hairdresser. This is so short, though. You really think it's alright? Absolutely. It looks real nifty on you. Gee, thanks, Viv. I got this for you, so go on and change into this. I take the package in Marie's hands and run off to the washroom. By the time I get back, the two of them are all ready to go. How do I look? Wow, Coffee! That dress is the berries! You look great too, Viv. And Marie, but you always look sharp. Huh, you've gotten so good at flattery. I only speak the truth, you know that. Speaking of looking sharp, do you think you could take the boys these ties? They're all next door in the lab. Oh, not this again. You kidding me? Ties, huh? I suppose I could. Oh no. I take the ties from Marie's outstretched hand and make my way across the hall. Wonder what the guys are doing in the lab, anyhow. I open the door without hesitation and walk in. Oh. There it is. Yep. Yeah, hi. How's it going? Do you have a death wish, Bearcat? Dios mío, get out! We're not ready yet, doll. Oh, I'm sorry. So I say, but I can't tear my eyes away. Ooh, I know the feeling. Alexei's getting redder as he turns away. I've been seen. Exposed! Alex, calm down. You do not understand, Gio. I wanted my future wife to be the only woman to see my body in this way. Oh, I feel so bad. Again. Yeah, I hear you. Dry up already! I back out through the door and shut it quickly. I can hear crying coming from the other side of the door. Come on, Alex, it's not the end of the world. I've been exposed. It's all over. Why don't you just marry that Bearcat then? That'll solve the problem. The crying gets louder. Oh, I forgot to give him the ties. Damn it. When I hear someone snickering behind me, I turn around, but there's nobody there. I was definitely set up, wasn't I? Yup. Later, I'm downstairs at the speakeasy getting everything ready for the party. Ooh, I don't think we've seen this outfit before. Nice. Emilio walks in. He catches my eye and scowls. Oh, he definitely caught my eye, for sure. Don't you think you're being a little rude? And haven't you heard of knocking? Well, that's entirely fair. We probably should have done that. Oh, sorry. I suppose he's talking about earlier. I'm sorry I didn't knock, but I never imagined you'd be standing around half naked. He shrugs. It affected Alexei way worse than it affected me. Have you ever seen a grown man cry before? I said I was sorry. What else do I gotta do? Bow down and beg for forgiveness? Well, actually, I'm surprised we haven't apologized to Alexei. I mean, we should probably do that. That'd be a start. Anyhow, do you think you could fix my bow tie for me? It's crooked. I look down and finally notice his tie. Gosh, it is crooked. Still, I don't know the first thing about ties. Neither do I. Come on, I can't do it myself. I can't really say no to him after what just happened. I nod and fiddle with his tie for a while. Better. Oh, and he's blushing again. He steps back in a hurry. What's with him? You think so? A compliment from him so hard to come by, I wonder if I ought to try recording it on a phonograph. Yeah, no good with this stuff. Thanks. Well, run along. Don't you have work to do? Sure, I don't need you reminding me. Emilio lazily waves me away and I run off. He didn't say anything about my new hairdo or duds. I suppose he just didn't notice? Oh no, he definitely noticed. Come on. Working hard, coffee? Yep. Almost have everything together. Good, good. By the way, do you know about the New Year tradition? Tradition? They say that the first person you encounter in the new year sets the tone for the rest of the year. So, you should find the person you want to be with the most right at midnight. Maybe Emilio, huh? Well, maybe then that means I'll learn more about magic from them this year. That's not quite what I meant, but I suppose it'll do. Don't forget, alright? If you say so, Marie. The party gets into full swing not long after that. This place is so lively tonight. Would you like your usual whiskey, Mr. Yamada? I'll have rum tonight. Rosemary will have sherry and gin. Don't order for me, Hajime. How do you know what I want? You always order the same thing. I might want something different this time. Alright, then what are you having? Sherry and gin. You see? It just so happens that I want to drink sherry and gin tonight. I might order something different next time, so don't you speak over me, Hajime. Oh no. Angry dog. Even Arrow thinks you're being unreasonable. Nonsense. Arrow is a gentleman. I'm sure he hates being talked over too. See? Here's your rum, Mr. Yamada. And your sherry and gin, Mrs. Grierson. Thank you so much, dear. You agree with me, don't you? I might order another drink next time. Of course, Mrs. Grierson. When it's almost midnight, the bar closes, and everyone gets ready for the countdown. Remember what Marie said before? I tried to find Emilio. That's strange. I can't find him. Giovanni, have you seen Emilio around? But Giovanni shakes his head. Can't say that I have. But I wasn't paying attention to who was around while we were on stage. Maybe he stepped out for some air? Maybe. Thanks anyway. No matter where I look, though, he ain't around. I wonder where he went. January 8th. Do we ever find out? Oh. Okay. I guess we never find him. A couple of days later, we're all relaxing at the speakeasy after another busy evening. Food and drinks are on me tonight. I called in some special catering. What's the occasion? No occasion. I just want to celebrate business getting better. Don't you think this sort of thing is why you were operating in the red in the first place? You've got to let me have my fun, sweetheart. Don't go sounding so much like Alex. I hear this talk plenty from him as it is. Would that you actually followed my advice. Alright, enough of that. This is supposed to be a fun little dinner party. Oh, coffee? There's only a few weeks left until your exam, right? How have things been going? I said fun. It's alright, Marie. I think magic's pretty fun. She beams when I say that. I'm really sorry for what happened on Christmas Eve. But I've studied a lot more since then, and I think I've gotten better. The group stares at me, waiting for me to go on. But strangely, I don't feel a lot of pressure. I glance over at Emilio for support too. He smiles, encouraging me to keep talking. When you all first told me I was a magician, I didn't know what to think. But lately I think magic's really fun. I like light magic. So, I really want to pass my exam and keep going. With all of you. The field of light magic is pretty underdeveloped compared to the rest. You have a great chance here to contribute a lot of new things to the field and rediscover old ways. Yeah, I'm so excited for you, Coffee. Thank you. Everyone wishes me luck, and then we eat a delicious dinner, which Maria refuses to tell us how much she paid for. January 9th. How's this? I conjure a glowing light and then focus on it. It gets bigger and bigger until it's about the size of a globe. No reaction. It looks great, doll. You're gonna be making lights the size of taxis before we know it. Thanks, Gio. You know, I just remembered this, actually. We never got to see what his tattoo says. Giovanni's, this one over here? But I can't exactly make it out, though. I don't know, maybe I'll just, zoom in on that later. truth is, Emilio hasn't been doing a whole lot of teaching since the New Year party. I'm still just as excited to learn, but he's not so excited to teach. He smiled at me last night, but here in the lab, well, I've gotten closer to Gio and Alex because they've picked up the slack, but something ain't right. Emilio? Huh? What? Are you even listening? Don't be such a bearcat, Bearcat. Of course I'm listening. Then, can you give me some pointers on the spell? Fine. I didn't do or say anything weird to him to make him act like this, right? I mean, I think he must be going through something that he needs to talk about with someone. Coffee, can I have my usual? Of course, Mr. Yamada. And sherry and gin for you, Mrs. Grierson? Yes, I'll have a tuxedo, dear. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see Emilio. He's looking around all suspicious-like. Why? Then he ducks into the storeroom when he thinks nobody's looking. Oh, is he stealing stuff from us? Maybe? I mean, that would explain, like, the barrels? Like, maybe, like, those were for him? I don't know. That just might be a crazy guess, but... Here you go. Thank you. Nobody mixes a tuxedo quite like you, Coffee. What is your secret? I put a dash of fairy dust in there. I should have known. You don't put fairy dust into my whiskey, do you? Why? Do you want me to? Might be worth trying. I'll sprinkle a little bit in for you next time, Mr. Yamada. Emilio's been hanging around the storeroom a lot lately. Is he just skipping out on work in there? What's the matter with him? Oh, we're just gonna gloss over that too? Okay. January 11th. It's just 2 days later when I notice something's really not right. They're missing. Oh, what did I just say? Huh. The vague feeling of worry I've had for a while turns into something much more solid. Maybe he is stealing. I should have said something sooner. I shouldn't have let this all slide. I run to find Alexei and Giovanni in the lab. Gio! Alex! What's the matter, Coffee? The extra barrels. What extra barrels? They're gone! I was not aware we had anything extra in the storeroom. We have not had a new shipment in some time. What are you referring to? Oh, I just thought of something else. Do you think they were, like, filled with drugs or something? Like, maybe he smuggled something? Or he's part of, like, some deal? I don't know, that might be a stretch, but... There were some extra barrels in there recently, but I just had a look and they're all gone. Alex, let's have a look. Yes. I lead both of them to the storeroom. Everything looks fine to me. You're saying there's barrels missing? Yep, 3 of them. Think you can figure it out, Alex? Only if there was liquid inside of them. Alexei raises his arms up and the corner of the room where the barrels are starts to glow. Oh. After a couple of seconds, Alexei drops his arms and clicks his tongue. He doesn't look happy. The barrels were full of gasoline. Where's Emmy? You think the boy had something to do with this? He ain't around, is he? What else am I supposed to think? He's been acting real strange lately, too. He's been hanging around the storeroom a lot. We've got to find him, quick. Vivi! Huh? What's the matter? You all look like you've seen a ghost. Vivi, can you watch this place for a while? Well, sure, but... Thanks. We'll be back. We all grab our coats off the tables as we rush out. What the hell is happening? We run up the stairs and out the front door. There's one of the barrels right out here. Then, as Giovanni feared, let's split up. We'll find him faster that way. I nod and run off in a different direction from Gio and Alexei. If they knew what I was really capable of, they never treat me that way. I wish it weren't so soft-hearted. Non-mages are worth less than the gunk on my shoes. I wish they'd all burn. Yes, oh my god. I just remember that. Oh my god. His words from a few weeks stick to my heart. Even someone like me knows what gasoline can do. Emilio, don't do anything stupid. So I was kind of right. He was hiding something in there. After running around for a while and looking everywhere, I finally find him in the alley pushing 2 of the barrels. Emilio! He freezes, but it looks like he's about to make a run for it. Emilio, stop! His shoulders slump. Then he slowly turns around. What are you doing here? I want to ask you the same thing. I'm just selling this booze. Booze, huh? Alexei said it was gasoline. Stop sneaking around and just tell me. What's the point of lying now? Before Emilio can answer, I hear running footsteps coming toward us. Emilio! So you were here. Gio! Alex! Alexei glances at the barrels of gasoline before looking at Emilio. Then me. Explain. Emmy, you're already in trouble. Don't make things worse. Please, just let me go. We cannot do that, Emilio. Tell us what's going on. He sighs deeply. I'm getting revenge. Revenge? Don't tell me you're... It's those damn Blarneys. Blarneys. Irish people. I think back to when Emilio told me about his neighbors. Yeah, they were Irish. The people who bullied you. If it was just me, I could grin and bear it. I've been taking their abuse my whole life. But it's gotten worse. It wasn't enough for them to just mess with me and my family. But they've been messing with my parents' restaurant. Harassing customers, trashing the place. Why could you not call the police? The cops? What makes you think they care about what happens to the dregs of society? No. They want us fighting each other, I know that. What are you doing with all this gasoline? I ask what's on everyone's mind. I'm burning down the restaurant. I don't think that's fair. Emmy! It's only fair, isn't it? After everything they've done. Everything we've had to put up with. That's still way too far. If things go on like this, my parents are gonna lose their business. I'm sick and tired of Palookas messing everything up. They think they're so great because their skin's whiter than ours. I've thought the same before, too. Why couldn't my parents find better jobs? Why were folks so rude to us? I understand what he's been through. Why he's so angry. Well, I've got something they don't got. My fire. I'm gonna make it so they can't ever show their faces around here again. I never should have taken this list for so long. We've got magic, why not use it? What's the point of living in hiding, holding ourselves up like criminals? I mean, I see where he's coming from. He's not entirely wrong, but it's not... This isn't right. It's not easy to answer. The three of us understand his feelings better than anyone. So you've been planning this for a while. That's right. I figured out their schedule, see? They're all going to be at church for the night service, and I'm taking this chance while nobody's around. This is why you've been so moody and distant. I should have asked someone about the extra barrels sooner. I could have stopped this earlier. But there was no way I could have known. I can't blame myself. We're here now. Look, I've made up my mind. If you're gonna get in my way, even if it's you guys, I'll... But you're wrong. You don't really hate non-mages. Huh? Haven't you listened to anything I've ever said since we met? How the hell can you think that? You're only saying that because you hurt. If you really hated them so much, you would have done something bigger. Sooner. But you chose a Sunday. You didn't want anyone getting hurt. I just didn't want to get arrested. You can get arrested just for this, can't you? It's hard, hating people. Blind hatred, the will to kill. It's not that easy. You can't do it, can you? You can't kill. Sure I could. I just don't feel like it right now's all. If you truly wish to dominate these palookas, as you call them, there have been many chances up until now. Why did you not do something sooner? It just wasn't the right time. That sounds like an excuse. What do you know? What do any of you know? Gio walks over and puts his hand on Emilio's shoulder. The thing is, we don't know. You haven't told us, so how can we? Gio. Let's go back. Don't do this. If they're harassing your parents, then we'll help you stop them, but this ain't the way. Emilio stares at the ground for a long time. Then, finally, he nods slowly. We walk back to the blind Griffin together, with Gio pushing the barrels along. I think, all this time, Emilio just wanted to be accepted. He didn't like feeling different, but his neighbor's kids stepped all over those feelings. He didn't know what else to do. His pride didn't let him admit to what he really wanted, either. But maybe now he'll think about it and change. Yeah, I hope so. Oh, February 5th already. Almost a whole month goes by. We don't talk about what happened, and Emilio goes back to mentoring me. Nobody comes out and says it, but we're all trying to give him some space to think. It takes a lot to push someone to the point where they'd want to burn a place to the ground. It takes a long time for someone who could do that to get over it. Before I know it, February 5th comes along, the day of my magic exam. You sure you're ready, Bearcat? Ready as I'll ever be. If you've got something to say, just say it. He takes a deep breath. I've been thinking. Pretty dangerous. Oh, dry up. Just listen. In my whole family, I'm the only magician. They love me and support me and all, but I always felt alone. They could never really understand what magic was about, and, well, I couldn't understand them either. I try to imagine telling my family about my magic. I can't figure out whether they'd be proud or just scared, so I understand the feeling. I found the blind Griffin, but Gio and Alex are already at the top of the totem pole. And I already told you about what it's like with the other kids around my age. I just wanted to be number one somewhere. I wanted someone to notice all my hard work and say, "Wowza, you're the best." When nobody did, I stubbornly made myself number one. I decided every palooka out there was below me. But you just wanted them to accept you. You wanted those Irish neighbors of yours to quit picking on you and be friends with you instead. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere deep down, I guess I did. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, well, I wish I didn't care so much. He laughs at himself. I don't think I can forgive them for what they've done. Not just because they messed with me, but for harassing my family and all. But I'm glad you three stopped me. I could have done some real damage. You stopped yourself. We just said some words. Huh. Still, thanks. I can't forgive my neighbors for what they did, but I don't want to hate them. I don't want to hate all the non-magicians. I don't know what I can say. Oh, okay, I kinda want to hold his hand, but is that too forward? Is that weird? You know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna go for it. Let's hold his hand. Before I get a chance to really think about it, I reach out and hold his hand. He looks surprised for a second, but then calms down. We lace our fingers together. Aw, yay! I hope you can understand how I feel from that. I want to try to be a more understanding person. I know I've been a pretty crummy mentor to you. Could have been worse. But I'll do better next time. If there's a next time. Well, I'm sure you can do it. Thanks, Coffee. First things first, though, you gotta pass your exam. Got any last-minute questions before we send you off? We both practiced magic for a while before I leave for my exam. I guess I can't know for sure until I take it for real, but I'm feeling pretty confident. Me and Emilio will both be just fine. I end up passing my exam with flying colors, yay! 2 for 2. I become an official member of the Coven, and time just flies by. March 7th. Come to think of it. Huh? Did you ever talk to your family about everything that happened? Why would I do that? It's hard enough for them to understand me as it is without them knowing that I almost set some place on fire. No! I think you should talk to them, too, Emmy. You are only assuming that they would not understand. Perhaps they might surprise you. Why are you all ganging up on me? We just want what's best for you, that's all. And why the hell are you all up here? What was the point of in hiring Coffee if you're all going to be watching the place anyway? Don't be so cold, Emmy. It gets boring down there in the lab. Oh, look at everyone crowding around the counter. That's so cute. Hey, don't change the subject. Whoops. Yeah, I agree with everyone. Grr. I hope you all take responsibility if this doesn't go well. So, you're going to talk to them? Of course I am. It's better than you guys nagging me about it. Even if it doesn't go well, you'll always have us. You know that, right? Viv? What else are friends for if not to watch over you as you jump into shark-infested waters? Oh, I like seeing Alexei when he's smiling. Look at him. Alex, that perhaps isn't the best metaphor to use. You totally don't think this is going to go well, do you? What? I guess it's sometime in the future. Some time goes by. Much to his surprise, Emilio's talk with his family goes well. His success inspires me, so I end up finally telling my family about me being a magician. Oh, wow. I don't think they really get it, but they're happy for me anyway. Emilio starts spending a lot more time at home with his family, though. It's a little lonely without Emmy around, huh? I guess so, but I'm glad he's getting along with his family better. Yeah, and I think his parents finally report the neighbors to the police. I'm glad. Just then, I happened to look up and see Emilio coming down the stairs. Emilio. Oh, Emmy's here. Speak of the devil, and he doth appear, huh? You calling me the devil, Viv? Oh, sorry about that. It's just a figure of speech, Emmy. Where're Gio and Alex? In the lab, as usual. Better not be shirtless again. Want to head down there, Bearcat? I've got a new spell to I want to try out. Oh yeah? Well, I've got something I want to show you too. Huh, race you down the stairs. You're on. Oh, wait for me, you two! The three of us make a run for the stairs, laughing and whooping up a storm. Just another peaceful everyday. Rivals ending. Oh, so we didn't end up with him? Is there a better ending? Huh. Okay. So I guess I'm not 2 for 2 on the best endings. That was still really interesting, though. There's like a lot... It seems like there were, a few more choices than Gio's route. It wasn't as straightforward, so I kind of like that. But anyway, that's the end of Emilio's route. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.